Shafrem is how he introduced himself. The last administrator for Belcora's Abomination Vaults. I could hardly believe my ears when I heard it. I had read many of his passages in the library in the last while. All very dry and exacting, of course, as you would expect from an administrator. What does not come as a surprise to hear is his beef with Jafaki, the flesh warper. Beef. What a strange word. What is beef, anyway? The only time his emotions bled through in his writing was over losing his space within the vaults to the others' horrible experimentations. He is sure Jafaki is responsible for his crude imprisonment. Thankfully, Shafkum is no longer interested in any of Belcora's plans, old or new, and he told the heroes that he plans to leave for his home of Assyrian. In 3 days' time he will be gone, but should they bring proof of Jafaki's death, he has promised them reward. As a sign of good faith, Shafkum provided the heroes with his knowledge and expertise. He told them the passphrase for the trap that killed Garmin, warned them of the devils that once took up residence 2 floors below, and aided Tulak in the awakening of the teleportation circle. And with this, the heroes pressed on, with a sense of purpose, if not direction. The dangers of this place are many, and even the sludge on the ground will lunge for you.
Hey there, creatures and denizens of the North. We have a favor to ask of you. We want you to go out there and tell one friend about our shows. Word of mouth is so important for a grassroots network like ours, and each and every one of you can help a new listener find us just by mentioning one of our shows to a friend, a DM, or some rando in the streets that looks chill. We'd also like to remind you that we've got a free public Discord where some of our most dedicated fans hang out at unchartednorth.com/discord. We'd love to hear from you. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Bring it on. And if you really like what we do, you can help us create these shows and get some cool other rewards while doing it at patreon.com/unchartednorth. That's it. Enjoy the show, baby! Yo, motherfucking yo.
Scotty and the zoo in the morning has taken a pretty adult turn.
We get a little blue collar around here every once in a while.
It's not the morning anymore. It's the middle of the night.
Scotty and the zoo after night.
Yeah. Ooh, working on our night moves.
You ever been to the zoo during the twilight?
It's the red eye with Scotty.
I had a
and the
buddy
zoo.
who had night moves tattooed on the top of his foot.
You had a what?
Night moves tattooed on the
Was
top
he a
of his foot.
kickboxer because he put people to sleep?
No, he just really liked that song, and that was the only place left on his body.
Fair enough. Shout out.
Shout out to the guy with night moves tattooed on the top of his foot.
Should go on his pee-pee. Anyways.
Scotty and the zoo.
Someone caged this animal.
After dark.
You can't cage the zoo, man. All
It's
right.
literally the point of a zoo.
The zoo is the cage.
I don't know how many zoos you've been to recently. But it's
The-
all cage.
The philosophical question: can you cage a cage?
All right,
Man.
you crazy bastards. So we had to talk a lot off air after last week's episode about what happens when your armor / clothing / fine clothing, if you were wearing it, was destroyed by the acid. And then that got me thinking, have you guys ever lost a cool piece of clothing or armor? I don't know what you guys wear. To acid or any other form of destruction, fire. You ever had something cool burn? What's up?
That's a good question. I can't say I have lost anything near and dear to my heart by any measure of destruction. I can say I outgrew a few items as I got older.
The
there was
destruction
actually one
of many cheeseburgers had
exactly.
I'm
And
doing
it's,
acid
it's
reflux damage.
entirely too many beers. There was actually a particular shirt. I used to have a pretty extensive collection of Nightmare Before Christmas t-shirts when I was in my early adulthood, late teens. And
Nerd.
yeah, and loved them. And there was one in particular that I really loved, and it was like Jack on one knee giving Sally a rose, and it's all macabre and that classic fashion. It was like red paint splattered as well, so it looked like it was like kind of covered in blood. And it was like my favorite shirt that I had, and I outgrew it. And later on had this idea to like, it'd be really cool to like cut it into like fragmented pieces to make it look like a stained glass kind of thing. And I told my mom about it. And one time I was home for my birthday, and I happened to haphazardly just mention it in passing, and my mom and my sister just snuck away, and like literally my mom still had it. I didn't know. She cut it up, and they both sewed it to a new t-shirt. And then they gave it to me for my birthday, like on my birthday, as an improv gift. It was really cool.
very sick.
So it was purposely destroyed to make something really neat, and it actually looked awesome. And then I outgrew it again.
Growing boy.
Destroy and rebuild, baby.
By
Love it.
destroying more beer and food.
Also, shout out to our socials, Uncharted Know, where we ask questions much like this to our colleagues here. And Freeman had that same story, but also other fun stories.
Did
so
I?
check it out.
I remember recently telling that story. I was wondering where I did.
Learn more. Duncan, you ever splash battery acid on your favorite garment?
So, yeah, I've got this this +1 studded leather armor hanging in my closet. No, actually,
Cut his mic. Cut his mic. That is a very specific subculture that we're not particularly catering to. with this
yeah.
show.
On top of my foot is tattooed daddy. There is one garment that would immediately sprung to mind. There was this really nice purple ball hat that I got at a Fish concert in New York, and I loved this thing, and yeah, wore it all over the place until I was hitchhiking across New Brunswick one time and got picked up, and like, after a really long time being on a really shitty highway, waiting for a ride, and got picked up like long after dark, and took my hat off. Like, me and my buddy were in the back seat and just kind of like took our hat, like, decompressing a little. I took my hat off and apparently left it in the car that's filled of what I assume was high teenagers, and I've never seen it again, and don't really plan to see it again, but I still think about that hat all the time.
Well, you know what? That's kind of nice, because they probably love fish too if they're high teenagers.
Yeah, so there was some acid damage there, but slightly different.
If I can jump back in and relate to this story in an odd way, my mom once made me a hat. My mom knits as a fanatic knitter, and she knit me a hat that is a multicolored dead fish with its mouth over your head. and it was like one of my favorite things that I ever got for Christmas. And so fish, sweet segue. This is the only time I'm gonna have a sweet segue. And
you outgrew that one too.
Many years ago, no, I did not grow it, but I did lose it in a. I'm actually reasonably sure someone stole it from a party, or it was less. Regardless, it was not a sober event, so it went missing, and I was really choked about it. And I actually didn't even want to tell my mom. I was really upset, and when I did tell her, she said, "Yeah, I can't really make that again because the particular yarn I used was like a particular color. Like my mom buys and sells types of colors of yarn online as a hobby. Like so she's like, I can't get that yarn again. It won't be the same." And we were both really bummed out, except she wasn't because she lied.
She knows that there are different colors of fish.
Well, no, she was saying she couldn't replicate the same hat. Like it was going to be impossible. She wouldn't be able to get the same yarn again, because it was like.
So if you're listening,
really
fish hat thief, give that shit back.
Well, no. Here's the thing: is that she completely lied to my face, and then the next Christmas I got the exact same hat remade again.
Oh,
and I still have it to this day.
Put it on.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Oh God, it's not within arm's reach. I don't know where it's
probably wouldn't do well on an audio medium, anyways.
All right. Well, once you find it, we'll put that up on the socials.
Long story short, from my two stories, my mom was awesome.
Very cool. James, you have done weird things in your life. I assume you've destroyed clothing.
Yeah, so I purposely destroyed a lot of clothing in my life. You guys wouldn't know it from looking at me today, but I used to be a pretty hardcore punk kid.
We've seen pictures.
So I went to a lot of shows as a kid, and I kept every show we went to. I bought a T-shirt, and I kept all my T-shirts. And there's a bunch of those that are ruined. So I have like 4 or 5 Gwar shirts. I've got a shirt that's been signed by every member of Big D in the kids table. I got a pair of pants that are signed by Gob, like just weird shit like that. But I had this one sweater in college that I love. I still love it to this day. And it's this, it's like this crew neck sweater, but the right side of it is like this anatomically correct skeleton. And it's just on the right side. The left side of the sweater is completely blank. I just threw a picture up in the Discord.
Oh my God.
And I went, and I'm like 100% sure my sister stole it, but I have no actual proof, and she's never copped to it. And I miss it a lot. It wouldn't fit me today because I was like 130 pounds soaking wet back then. But I really, really miss that sweater. But it's because that sweater went missing that I've taken such good care of my other clothes. So like I had the traditional patch jacket, except mine was a blazer, and I've kept that all these years. And it's in like a garment bag at my mom's house, and one day I'm gonna frame it.
Nice.
And I'm gonna turn all my band T-shirts into a quilt, because I've still got a drawer of like 120 band shirts.
That's a
feel
good
like
use for them, because I have a bunch of band T-shirts that are just I just clip the logo off and they're just in a bag.
I feel like this should inspire a what we call a blunder years post on Instagram for all of us. We have like an old picture. You're like, oh boy.
I was yeah.
Like,
I was going through some of my
I'm
old
not
photos today
for
a related
proud of
project.
it either. You know?
Oh, I'm full of shit.
There are some that are less than great. But most of them have me wearing that jacket. I'm really happy about that.
That's awesome.
Because I still love that jacket. There's no way I'd fit into it today.
And the listeners might be excited to see you with no facial hair, but a full head of it.
It only looks full because I just dyed it that morning. I remember that day that photo was taken, but I've been going bald since I was about 16.
Okay, so I don't have, well, my story isn't about a shirt that was destroyed, but maybe people's hopes and dreams were destroyed in the process.
Can I
Where my
guess
friend-
what it is?
Sure.
Because you've told us that you have no less than 3 Canadian tuxedos in your closet.
Yeah.
I like to assume that your tuxedos are not original ensembles, that they've slowly lost pieces over time, and you've slowly bought extra pieces, and so your 3 tuxedos are just cobbled together. And you've destroyed and lost a lot of denim over the years.
That's an absolute fact. I mean, the poor people at Levi's who sewed a lot of sleeves onto denim jackets just to have me remove them.
Nailed it.
You know, but anyways, that's not what I'm talking about. What I am talking about is my friend Jonas. Shout out Jonas. He might be listening right now. I'm not sure, but he had this amazing shirt that had a woman in a wetsuit with a spear gun riding the back of a hammerhead shark. And I'm not afraid to admit this at this point in my life. I stole it from him. He knows. Yeah, he knows.
Statute of limitations is up on that one.
I bought him a Japanese version of the Point Break poster to make it up to him. And anyways, it became my favorite shirt. I think it was his, and I wore it for many years. It was starting to get holes in it, and then I took it on a fishing trip, and then someone stole it from me.
Circle of life.
Where its whereabouts are,
That's a garment that has officially entered the public domain.
Yeah, I looked so.
It's the library book.
I looked so hard to try to find another one. To be honest,
Oh,
it's like because it was a diving company out of like Southern California, I'm pretty sure, and I could not.
Yeah,
find
there's
one
none of
to
those
find
left.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
So, anyways, Jonas, if you're listening, I'm sorry again.
I like that song,
Except
Weezer
not.
song about you.
What was that song?
My name is
Oh,
Jonas.
yeah.
It's been in my head since you said
No,
Jonas.
I was thinking Island of the Sun, but yeah.
Yeah, also good.
And all completely over my head. But speaking of which, segue time. Let's talk about Krukka's armor and how he might lose it.
Okay, the best segue of all time here. Segue time.
You butchered that one, and it's extra
We
bad,
have entered
listeners.
segue time.
It's extra bad, listeners, because he actually said before we started recording that he had a sick segue to go along with my topic.
I did not use the words sick segue. I did say it would segue.
Please hold for the tone as we enter segue time. Beep.
The rules behind what we've just encountered, James was very helpful with. Krukka has studded leather armor. Studded leather armor has a wonderful total HP of 16, but also a hardness of 4. So the armor took 9 damage, and is now at with the hardness of 4 is only 5, putting it at 11 HP with a break threshold of 8. So this means that if it takes 3 more HP damage, then the armor will no longer be effective. It will not grant any bonuses, and if it goes to 0, it will be permanently destroyed. So that is where we're at with that.
You still haven't told us how that would affect runes, like on Tulok's fancy.
True. We did look that up as well. I am in the camp of that the rune is likely to survive unless there are some extreme circumstances. Runes are magical in essence. There's a lot of debate on the forums that we did find surrounding that. But the thing that stood out the most to me, especially from one poster who was really, really not nice and really just a shitty person, who refused to have their mind changed that I saw. And they're like, no, it's not.
Call out the
Literally-
username. Don't let these people get away with
Zap,
that shit.
Zap, ZAPP. This is from 2020. And they were like,
You're a dick in
Literally
2020. Zap.
said-
I hope you're better now.
shouldn't be discussed because there's nothing on it, and you cannot change my mind with no matter what, like multiple times. So fuck Zap. The thing that I didn't come across was that there is a huge difference between types of armor. So there's no reason why, in my opinion, a rune should be destroyed simply because it's on a weaker piece of material. This is a magical influence on the material. So it would be, I think, in the spirit of Pathfinder 2nd Edition of balance, that it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense for a rune to be destroyed because you're wearing fine clothing that it's attached to versus heavy armor. And that's what I'm rolling with. it will not be destroyed unless there's extraordinary circumstances. Whatever piece of material the rune is attached to will likely survive, but you will have to transfer it still from that piece of material to a new set of armor and or clothing. So you'll be without for a bit.
Right. I mean, that makes sense. I'm on board with it. Not that my opinion matters in this case.
Me neither, and
I
I'm
am
cool too.
God. That being said, we're in round 2, and it is Kruka's turn, who is grabbed by the black pudding, and having his armor destroyed in the process. What do you do?
Well, I fucking hate this. I gotta go. Bye. No, he's gonna unarmed strike to get him out of this thing.
Okay.
21.
So you're unarmed striking for an escape DC. Not gonna do it, I'm afraid.
Shit.
Yep. Shit is right.
One more strike. Fuck, 18. Doesn't
Nope.
do it. Just gonna keep going to get out of that thing, because what the hell do you do, right? 17.
Ugh. Okay. No. Struggle. Can't figure it out. Tulok, you've backed up into that room.
Good.
You could see Kruka just enveloped in this pudding.
I'm just gonna be over
Just
here
covered
working
in
on my
pudding.
backup character.
What do you do? Oh man, I'm actually a little nervous right now.
He said with Lee.
I didn't account for the close quarters of this in my head before this encounter. This is really dangerous, actually.
This will teach us to not shut doors.
Yeah,
when we're
no
games.
Right?
Okay, Tulok will not move, and he is going to cast Haste on Kruka,
Okay.
and will also cast Guidance upon Kruka.
Okay. Cool. So guidance, status bonus to attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check. Cool. Just for the record, with haste, the quicken condition gets you that extra action to stride or strike. That does not count as an unarmed attack against breaking free. However, the +1 from guidance to skills would account for an acrobatics or athletics.
Okay.
Lady Gilda, you're up. Things are hairy.
Gilda,
We're getting real technical
yeah.
here. Holy shit.
Yeah. Gilda, seeing this pseudopod lash out at where she knew Kruga once was. So I'm gonna say it in flavor, and then I'm gonna say it mechanically. So she is going to charge at this thing, shield up, to try and force it back into the room.
Okay.
So mechanically, she's gonna stride 10 feet, and then she's gonna take the shove action to try and push this black pudding with her shield into the following room, even though that's her most important piece of kit. Something needs to be done here. So that is an athletics check against your fortitude DC.
Okay.
That is a 28.
That's a meat to beat.
Hey.
However, I need
Okay.
a reflex save from you.
Okay. That is a 23.
That's a success.
Let's go,
Nice.
Gilda.
That is you avoiding your metal or wooden weapon, which shields are effectively categorized as, from taking acid damage.
Okay.
okay.
So she pushes it back 5 feet into the room, and then
Amazing.
part of the shove action, she can move 5 feet. Third action, shuts the door.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta love Lady Gilda for
Fuck
a
that
door
combat.
shut, you know?
Oh my
Real
god!
good door shut.
You got to love her for a door shut. Although there was one door shut she regretted.
Yeah.
Shut up, Barn.
She did what she can. She's always doing what she can. So she runs, dives into this
known
thing
as
like
the
Captain
door
America, shield up, lands on her feet, whips the black pudding off the shield, and then punches the door shut with the shield.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Just straight up Captain Britain shit right there.
Okay.
She is is fucking Haley Atwell.
Oh man, this fight really hinged on that one.
Whew. And you know what? And Crocker just like gets like pulled forward as you do it, as the pseudopod like wrapped around him, like just like pulls away as you shove it. But then it just like recedes and like basically disappears into the cracks of the door as you shut it. And we're gonna close combat right there. To be honest, that was amazing.
Well played.
And you know what? Hero point to Lady Gilda, and let this be a lesson. The reason I'm shutting this comment down right now is I want this to be a recorded lesson to people who think that the extra actions in this game are not worth doing. They absolutely are. They're incredible. You should know the traits of your weapons and the actions you're doing, and those extra things you can do with your skills. That's so good. I'm actually so pumped about that.
I'm also really happy with how that
I'm
went.
pretty stoked.
That is so good. Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking down the barrel on that one.
Yeah, I literally was worried. I didn't know what to do. I wasn't thinking about how to overcome it on your end, to be honest. But like, I was worried that you might not be able to do it. That's so good.
I don't think Krugga has bludgeoning damage, so like it kind of felt like Gilda. Yeah, but I mean that's one.
He's
point.
got the striking gaff, so.
Oh, he's at the gaff.
That was the plan.
Is the gaff bludgeoning?
Yeah, it's versatile bludgeoning and piercing.
Yeah,
awesome.
You can switch it up. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've seen Spider-Man do this exact move in one of the cartoons with Venom. So
yes. Oh my God. Yes. Yeah. When you're trying to oppose the thing that a creature specifically is designed to do, it's tough. Such as escape a grab and constrict. And I am going to end that comment with the assumption that once this happens, you all beeline it the fuck out of this hallway. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. We
okay. So please do.
As soon as they're free of this hallway and the doors closed, Gilda will lay on hands. Oh no. Okay.
That was something else.
And Tulok, the last one out, closes the doorway behind him.
Okay. I was actually reading a post on Reddit today about this exact thing and like criticisms of 2E and countering them, but not in like a debatable effort. It was just like an effort to be like, people who are looking at 2E from 5E, especially these days with the OGL shit as of recording, they were like trying to put their effort in, saying, hey, I've been playing this for a while, here's some common questions, and here's an effort to disperse those things and concerns, and that was one of them. That was a big one of them, in my opinion. It's like, do not underestimate the lack of stand and bang, as it were, that 2E has. Use the other options.
Are so dangerous. Yeah, absolutely use the other options.
Mm-hmm.
Like every now and again I'll take all 3 actions to attack, but it's once in a blue moon, because mathematically it just doesn't work.
I think shove is so underrated, but it's so situational. I think trip is the most underrated one. It's amazing if you do it right.
Could you even trip the ooze though? I was thinking about it, but
probably not. No. It's
No.
debatable if it came up. I have to look at the stat book again, but
ooze, you tripping?
But with that close, and that shove, that extra stride from shove, that's what makes it so clutch. Is even on a regular success, you still follow it 5 feet, like where you have the option, like just
so good. So good. It's amazing how pumped I am over something so small and simple.
Man, when the action economy works out exactly the way I need it to, I'm always real happy about it.
That almost never happens.
No, that was a perfect turn.
Freeman just gets happy because he's like, oh yeah, my players aren't complete idiots.
Well, some of them.
Well, to be fair, I never assumed James was one. So.
Thanks.
So now that they're back in the room, Tulok does turn to Lady Gilda and says, Lady Gilda, quick thinking with that. I was beginning to fear for my life at the end of that hallway. I may have boxed myself in.
Yeah, you went backwards. That was an odd decision you made.
I just...
You could have just leaped right over the thing.
I did not I was worried about my skills and athleticism to jump over it. I could have tripped and been consumed completely.
Half elves can't jump, I believe, is what the movie.
To the younger listeners, that's a reference to a film.
The sage,
So what's that
Woody
what it is?
Harrelson and Wesley
the
Snipes.
sage Woodford Harrelson and Wesley the Sniper.
I think he just goes by Blade now. So Kruggy, you can have 18 back from the land.
Okay,
hands.
he's
How's that?
still
How's
down
that?
26 and failed a medicine check.
Do you want me to
If you
treat
can just have the
Spin?
compass for a little bit, that'd be nice.
You failed medicine already?
Yeah, he attempted nature.
Okay.
By the time he's done his medicine, you can lay on hands again.
Yeah. We'll just
okay. So I'll
he'll
just
stare at the compass for a while. North. And here we go.
quickly healed back up.
Only downside of
I
that whole
wonder
thing
if we
was
should
that-
just start shutting doors behind us.
Yes.
She says as she goes over to this door and shuts it.
Lowers your heating bill as well.
Kruk is going green.
Actually, it's
He's
gray.
been living green his whole life.
Nice. So Tulok will continue skirting.
I was just saying that the only downside of that whole thing was that Tulok wasted a spell slot in haste.
Yeah, and a pretty big one too, actually.
Yeah.
Sorry, actually, is the armor still down 4 HP or whatever it went down? 5 HP?
Yeah, you'll have to repair it. It went down 5 HP, so it's at 11 and 6.
So what does that mean in the meantime? Does it work less or is it fine?
No, it works. It still works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got the break threshold
When it hits
of
8, it doesn't work anymore.
Okay.
When it hits 0, it's destroyed. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, unless we run into something else that's doing weird acidic damage, it should be okay for now.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
I'm sure that's not
We should
gonna
do a
bite us, I
courtesy
guess.
crafting check right now. You want to just do one? Get it out of the way.
13, 3 on the die.
Yeah, nope.
yeah, no. Okay.
Your armor is damaged.
Well,
I'm sure we'll remember that later. Not.
I could use the scroll of mending.
Oh.
I don't know if it's
No.
worth it. Like, my shield is down HP too,
Yeah.
so like the amount of times it's gonna come up is
James getting jealous.
probably very little. No, I just mean like you can run with, as long as it's not on the break threshold. It doesn't really matter. Let's just keep going, and if we encounter another black pudding, A, shut the door. B, then we can mend.
C, full English
Because the scroll of mending you can use in combat, right? Like you can just wham bam one action in combat.
Okay, Tulok continues south.
Yeah, I didn't
He
wanna
passes
justify
the middle door because he thinks that just leads down the hallway into the trap room, and picks the southern door on the western wall to again search the rooms. And he will open.
Yep. It leads you to a similar hallway, but inverted.
Tulok will go right to the corner and detect magic. Thus, both rooms.
Nothing.
Okay, and then he opens the south room.
Same old bullshit.
And a search.
Room that's single bed, empty footlocker, metal chamber pot, stripped.
No secret doors.
Search. Nothing. And in case anyone's wondering, I am doing the relevant rolls.
And
yes.
he opens the
being very quick
second
about it.
door, and same thing.
Same deal.
Black pudding?
Yeah.
No, not that deal. No sludge. There is no sludge. Yeah.
And then he'll do the same thing for the last room.
Same.
Well, 3 wasted rooms. Times 2.
Yeah.
6.
Again, all doors bolted from the outside.
Okay. So they head back into the main room here, and before going down that hallway, Tulok is going to look at the southern door.
Okay.
Detect magic.
Nothing.
And he turns to Lady Gilda and Crockett and says, I feel no magic beyond here. Keep your wits about you. You don't know what's behind this door.
Takes to defend action.
Scouting.
Avoid notice.
Check the door for traps.
Nothing.
Oh.
You see a staircase that goes down and turns to the west.
Okay, so this probably just leads to the grand hall. She'll go take a peek.
And it leads down and down and down. And you actually, the grand concourse is what you might mean. And it's a bit, it's too far away for it to lead to that. So you are very much heading down to the next level.
Oh, shit. Let's go down and level up. So Tulok will head over to this circle with runes etched upon it.
Yes, the rune circle. Do you close that door behind you?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just fucking with your heads. The circle is, of course, very magical. In fact, you get closer to it, and you can tell, Tulak, right away that it is active.
So this is an active teleportation circle.
Correct.
Well, we don't know that it's a teleportation circle yet, do we? We just know
it
that
is.
it's
It
humming
is.
with magic.
He can tell. He can tell, yeah. Based on the previous circles and the Awakened Portal ritual, this is absolutely the same idea, and it is active.
Is there a check we can roll to know where it goes, or do we have to just step in it?
No, there's no way you can tell where it goes.
So Tulak relays that information to his companions. And then...
Gilda pushes him in.
Yeah. Bye!
One way to find out.
Just like this is Spartus him down the hall.
Say, Tulak, can you swim? Shove.
While he's doing this, Krako would like to search the room that they're in. I don't know if we've done a search of this room, really.
Sure, yeah. You search around, and nope, there's nothing of anything, any note that you see beyond what your eyes tell you.
All right.
Okay. Gilda will listen at the
Just
middle
like
door.
the other rooms, it appears to have been. It's probably been stripped
Mm.
in its own way.
Tulok stacks up behind Lady Gilda.
Kruk is gonna complete that sandwich.
Spellcaster sandwich.
Okay.
Never gonna call it that again.
Oh God. Okay. Check for traps. So, did you say that?
Yeah, and
I'm just assuming.
check
Okay.
for traps and listen.
Sure. You hear nothing. You detect nothing.
She opens.
All right. You open the door to a narrow but long room, longish, I guess. Was about 15 feet long, 10 foot wide. But it is there's a giant mural that wraps the room. The mural depicts mutated and flesh-warped warriors, grotesque and powerful, standing in a room within a beam of eerie blue light. The blue light originates from a tall lighthouse, and the inhuman champions spring forth from the light to slaughter humans, elves, and other service-dwelling creatures.
What could it mean?
Almost familiar at this point.
And we haven't found the blue necromantic light on this level yet, have we?
No, you haven't. But the circular room that you first saw when you fought the gibbering mouther and the grothlets, that's the area that's beneath Gauntlight. That circular room that leads way down 3 levels or so. But the light is not there.
Wait, so you're telling me that you think that...
So you know where the light should be,
And it's not there?
but it wasn't there when you came in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just when it activates.
Tricksy little hobbit.
Why don't
Can we do
you
a
roll
search
me
of this room?
Yeah, you could do search this room, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a weird room to just be a mural hidden behind a door.
Mhm.
I don't understand the value of it. I don't think Gilda does.
Well, art's
either,
pretty
so-
subjective like that,
Sure.
James.
I mean, I guess that explains why I don't understand it.
Yeah. Yeah, I could not get my head around ever in a million years Andy Warhol or Jackson Pollock. They can fuck off.
Wow.
Bold.
No, seriously. It is nonsense.
You ready to die on that hill?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. Okay. So, Lady Gilda, you're gonna like kind of search the room. What is everyone else doing? Gonna do your own searches or?
Yeah, searching.
Yeah, she's very confused.
Yeah, Lady Gilla's like kind of probably marveling at the artwork. I mean, it's pretty fine, if a bit dusty, but and just like suspicious. But you find yourself a bit enraptured with what it is, and then Krucka, you follow in behind, and despite your book learning, you're less enraptured, and you actually find a little something. In fact, there are two eyes that are sitting in the face of a mutated ogre in the mural.
I found a little something. In fact, there are two eyes in the
that
mutated ogre over here.
That appear to be buttons. And perhaps if you push them, something will happen.
Perhaps he would like to see if there is a mechanism that might be like spinning blades that will splatter us across the walls if he presses them.
Oh, sure. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, you can. We'll do that. We'll check that real quick. Doesn't appear to be the case. Okay, doesn't appear to be the case.
He will.
Tulok steps out of the room.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's gonna telegraph to the others that he's about to press these buttons.
I already died
Let's see
once.
what happens. This should be fine, and he'll press the buttons.
Yeah. And again for the listeners, like we can see it. Like it's very close to the trap room and hallways. Like very, very close. You hit the buttons, and a section of the wall just slides up into the ceiling, and it's straight in the center of that back hallway on the west side, and it leads to a hallway that absolutely was one of the rooms that the blades slipped through.
And Tulok says, Krucka, say the words. Say the secret words. Gobbledygook.
Gobbledygook.
And nothing seems to happen. It's just silent when you open it, and you say the words, and that's that.
Just this hollow echoing like gobbledygook.
Gilda, shield up, will step into the room.
Can I just say real quick, I was thinking earlier about, imagine if I didn't actually get that check, and he just said this to fuck with us. One, to make us look like idiots for saying the words gobbledygook, and then also for dying immediately after.
Yeah. He's just sitting there laughing his ass off.
He's just pure evil and then just teleports out of there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so Lady Gilda, you step into the hallway and nothing happens. Good to go.
She's gonna take it 5 feet by 5 feet, pausing for like a 10 count on every 5 foot square to the end of the hallway.
And you're saying gobbledygook every time.
She is not. No.
Yeah, you make your way to the main room that you first activated the trap, and you step in, and sure enough, as soon as you do, you hit some sort of switch, and you can hear that familiar, terrifying shuffling of the blades.
Yeah, at that point, she'll yell, "Gobbledygook!"
and the show is like, and nothing happens.
Am I gonna have to fucking yell this on every 5 foot square?
It's fun to say.
She'll take a 5 foot step to the north.
And you're fine. You could feel yourself activating more triggers, but it seems to be deactivated for at least for now.
Okay. She will make her way to the remains of Carmen.
Probably dried on there by now.
Which are what we might describe as few and far between. But what does remain is we'll assume that his leather armor does not, but the +1 swath of leather does.
Oh, okay.
He has some thieves' tools. We'll say they're scattered. and lost. He also has some gold on him.
Yeah, she'll just scoop it all up.
Quickly scoop it up. It's 110 gold pieces.
A bunch of half
That's
gold
because
pieces.
I have no gold.
that's 220 silver pieces. And the cooperative blade is there, undamaged, and there are 3 light hammers.
Krugga would take the light hammers.
All yours, bud.
As this is happening, Tulok has gone to the room to the south. I believe Lady Gilda went in there, but he wants to search it out because there's a desk and what looks like books.
Yeah, well, he does that.
Oh,
Gilda will
yeah.
investigate the southern hallway.
Sure. Yeah, so
Just make sure it's clear.
one of you stepped into this room. I think it was Krukka at one point, but then noped out pretty quick.
It was Gilda.
Oh, it was Gilda. Okay.
Yeah, she crossed the room.
So this room it's covered in large and dark discolored patches of dried fluids that adorn the floor. And the room is kind of oddly shaped. It's almost octagonal but long, and there's a stone desk against the west wall that holds tools, bottles, and jars of variety of substances. You can tell Tulok that compiling some of these will actually give you what you would call an expanded alchemist's lab. So very useful in crafting alchemical goods, and gives you a +1 item bonus to crafting for such things. So not hyper useful to you, but there it is. Valuable, at least. I'm going to throw it in your inventory. And then there are 3 sort of uniquely alchemical bags that I will need a crafting check for. Also, by the way, I'm going to throw the alchemist lab into your bag of holding because it covered.
Sure
you.
did.
Yeah. It's not light. It's not light. It's 6 bulk. It's actually pretty
Carrying a full lab around with you. Like, how many Erlenmeyer flasks is that?
Nice.
It's at least 12 Bunsen burners.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's it?
Yeah, that's
But
it.
then you
So
forgot
we
to
want
mention
the bags, the alchemical bags.
there's a door.
Yeah. Oh, yes, there is a door. There is a door to the southeast of this room.
Tulok turns to Lady Gilda. What did you see down the other hall to the south?
Did she see anything other than what's laid on the map there for me?
No, the more you go down that hall, the longer it gets. There are no doors, and you hit a certain point where there's just a little drain in the floor that leads down. That's it. It ends up being a dead end, which might spark your strategic mind as, holy shit, if we went down that hallway, it would have been certain
Blood gutters.
because the blades definitely went down there.
Both hallways.
Yeah, there was no way out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the other one was
So
a secret
she's-
door, so you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's not thrilled by that, but she conveys that to Tulok that she saw nothing and that just drainage for the blood and viscera.
Basically.
I guess.
Yeah.
Sick minds at play through this whole building.
Well, we know whose sick mind in particular came up with this one.
We do.
Gonna check the door, or
I guess she'll listen at the
Yep.
door. It's not worth me doing thievery checks with my +1, so I'll just take the trap if it pops. Did she hear anything?
no?
More stairs?
More stairs down, deep down again, leading to the east, but down.
So we've done a lot of looking around on this floor, but we still have we got 2 stairways, 3 ways to go down. And we need to figure out what's going on to the south, and then also to the west. We didn't look, and to the northwest northwest, where we slunk through that cells area.
Yeah, so you still have the double doors to the north that were next to the other.
Yeah, that's
vault
what I
shack.
meant when I was saying we slunk through.
Yeah. And then you still have, southern doors in the lower part of one of the walkways, and then western doors on the upper part of one of the walkways. This place is a maze. It's really hard to describe in an audio medium.
It is an absolute bitch to take notes for.
It is, it's all over the place.
So listeners, if you can just imagine a tangled web of hallways that's impossible to describe.
Yeah, just
I'm really excited to post this one on the gram.
Yeah, you still have not gone down to the southern part of the Grand Concourse either, where you saw a big opening. And you have not gone to the southern part of the most recent room where you have the teleportation circle, the active one.
listeners, if you still have corded headphones for your phone, put them in your pocket and walk around a little bit. Pull them back out, and it will look like this map.
That's pretty much true. That's amazing.
Tulok.
Well, since we're right next to the there's
Scott
that other stairwell. Oh, go ahead, Scott. Let's hear from Scott.
Yeah, Scott. Because I'm a completionist, I want to go south out of this room with the teleportation circle and just cross that off.
That's what I was gonna say. Oh, we're on the same page, Scott.
Teamwork. Skadunk.
Okay, so you are heading to the southern hallway of the big room there that you discovered. It heads down some stairs, double wide hallway here, so 10 feet wide, and it turns to the west and meets a double door.
We double open it.
Tulok will
Listen.
detect magic.
Check for traps, detect magic.
Yeah, Tulok, do you want to check for traps as well? You're a thief.
Rolling, and you detect and hear and perceive nothing.
Okay. Well, then they open.
There must be nothing back there.
Taking the defend
Let's
action.
go, Dave.
Avoid notice. Ooh, sick.
You crack the door to a massive room, a cavernous chamber.
An arena-like room, one would say.
You would say, in fact, you are standing on a stone floor that is 30 feet above the sort of floor below, I guess. This is a different one to describe, even with the pre-written stuff here. You're basically standing on a balcony that surrounds an arena-like room. The balcony has bright torches jutting from it, illuminating the entire arena below, so that it is not at all obscured in shadows. There is an enormous metal gong on the eastern end of the chamber that hangs on thick chains. This was right next to you, essentially, and there are two steep staircases from the central part of the balcony on the balcony, the central part of the balcony on the north side. So, right about there, that lead down to the arena floor. You are in a very, very particularly elevated position. You can see there are on the southern side there are sort of three. What's the word I'm looking for? Like half semicircles. Thank you. Of like pews to sit on and watch. On the north side, there are two on the east and west side. In the center, there seems to be like almost another semicircle, but it's more almost for presentation, perhaps, of an announcer. And you can see below is covered in the traditional sort of sand of an arena, of a gladiatorial arena. It's clear that there are signs of extremely old, dried blood. That north central balcony has two large levers and crank wheels to control portcullises that open on the arena floor. And you can see across from you, the other side of the arena, on the western side, a very large mass of like congealed substance and bone and like equipment, as it were. Like there was this big pile of armor and weapons and bone and slosh. That might be the best way to
Is
put
that a
it.
Drider in the top corner on the map?
There is a statue, absolutely a statue of a Drider and several others. You might remember when you were in
Is
the
that an
Grand Concourse,
Ankeg?
at south of the Grand Concourse, there were several pristine statues, some of which were crumbled and destroyed, and some of which, actually, none of which are really in full repair. That's not a phrase. In pristine condition, but you did not venture down that way. Yeah, so you were seeing the other side of that.
Right.
But yeah, around that corner, there very much is a large statue of a Drider.
And that looks like an Ankeg.
There's an sort of insectile statue there as well.
Yeah.
Yep, big
Neat.
time. There are several.
I think you did a great job of explaining this, Freeman.
Thank you.
Just
It's a weird one.
in your mind's eye, listeners, just picture that one scene from Attack of the Clones, and you pretty much got it.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good one. But bearing in mind that the arena floor, I said 30 feet. I might be wrong about that. The arena floor is absolutely the next level down. That's how far down it is. It is not the level you're on, as far as levels go.
Oh, okay. So this is like the observation deck.
This is what I mean by open concept that Chefcom told you. Like, they are one and the same,
Right.
or at least they were originally.
Okay, so we don't see any doors, but there are trap doors going straight down.
Trapdoors? No,
Didn't you say there's something
No.
with levers?
no. They're
Yeah,
So
there
in
are
this
portcullises
right
on
here,
either side.
and here there are levers to open them. And just for the listeners' sake, the arena floor itself is 140 feet wide.
It's a big.
From east to west, yeah, and at max, excluding the semicircles, about 40 feet long or tall. Or I did that wrong, but north and south. It's massive. It's a massive room.
Yeah, this is like a Giant Slayer map. Like this is when we could have used a ranger, and this one this one situation only.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let me just give me a sec to confirm the portcullises, because I think you're right, James, just by the map. But I actually need to go to the floor below to double check.
Sure.
Yeah, you're correct. Yeah.
Okay. And just to clarify, the gong is hanging down, but it's hanging down so it's at our level, not the level below, right? So the person
yes,
on this
it's
level can hit the
it's
gong.
at your level, exactly. Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
hanging. It's almost
Yeah,
obscuring the view. So I'm kind of assuming you've walked out into this balcony at this point, and it actually
Yeah,
would
yeah.
strictly obscure your view from the level below. And what I will say about the level below too is that even the level below has where that semicircle, that northern central semicircle is. There's another one below.
Right. Okay. So if I'm guessing correctly, this is the processional for the visitors to enter. They see all the statues of former champions. They sit down at the bleachers. The announcer shows up, and then walks down, and then actually announces on the arena floor. And then through this processional, through this fine dining room and stuff like that, come the honored guests, and then Belcora herself would ring the gong to start the fight.
You have hosted Bloodsport before.
He's been through this before.
Yeah. I play a lot of Mortal Kombat.
Okay, well, that pile of flesh is
exactly
gonna
what I
come
was
alive.
thinking.
Can't wait. Yeah.
Yeah, that pile of shit's probably a sand golem or something.
What do you guys want to do?
Tulok heads north.
All right, you're heading north around the northern edge of the old balcony around the arena.
Ye old.
Ye old. That's an OLDE. hop me up a sweet marching order and tell me what you're doing.
Krekka's bringing up the rear and searching. He's getting handsy back there.
Ooh.
Defense.
Avoid notice.
Amazing.
It's the usual. It looks like Tulok's in front, so we'll go with that.
Status quo. All right, you're getting close to this sort of middle, this central northern side now, and you can see in full view this Drider. I mean, obviously your characters don't know what that is. Maybe perhaps some of the players here don't know what that is. I know James does. It is a statue of an elven humanoid, well, upper torso of an elven humanoid, but the lower is very much a spider.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a centaur if the top half was a drow and the bottom half was a spider.
Yeah. And not even just that, like not even really in this case a drow for 2e parlance or interpretation.
Right.
Very morphed looking, almost very few elven features left in the humanoid.
Also
side.
flesh warped.
It'd also be very difficult to tell skin color from a statue.
Right. It is completely stone and gray. And as you press forward, you see it, and it's like brandishing a weapon, but it is perfectly and eerily still. And you
Is
can
it?
see a few
What's
other
the condition like?
that one's reasonably good.
Gilda's
but there
hackles are up then.
There are tons of shattered bits of stone all over the place, though. Loads,
Right.
all over the place.
Right. But if this one is in good condition and it's the only one that's in good condition, she is fucking eyes on that statue.
Right.
Because weirder shit has happened. They were just attacked by tar.
Yeah. Yeah. Stepping forward, you can see a bit further into to the north and the southern part of the Grand Concourse. You can see that that insectoid-looking creature is also looking pretty good. You can also see here and here, so just a little bit further up, are these a couple other statues that are in reasonably good condition. One of them is how do I describe it? It's humanoid. So this one to the northwest is humanoid, wearing some armor and brandishing a really strange sword that has the blade is split into two, but it's really long. So it's like a bifurcated blade, a twin blade
It's
of
forked?
sorts. It's forked. Thank you.
Cool.
And it's got this really this strange winged guard to it, and it's in an attacking stance, and it's like it appears as though it has a little bit of hair, but it's balding, and it's got like a tongue waggling out, and it's like barely dressed in armor, and it's like really hyper aggressive looking. And then there's another one that's to the northeast that appears, it's also humanoid, but it's like really big and bulking, and it's got these weird like folded layers to its physique, and it's holding these ringed blades. I don't know if you're familiar with like a chakram kind of weapon. It's like a ring with blades on it. Yeah. And then there are loads of other like bits and pieces. So they're in relatively good condition. The Drider also with a big like blade in its hand, and it looks like it's got one hand out, looks like it's casting magic maybe. And then there's like arms and legs and different weapons, and they're all made of stone. All of them are made of stone and just scattered all over the place.
Can't wait to fight those things.
Okay. So we've got the gladiator with the forked blade and chubby Xena.
Chubby Xena. God.
Well, you said they had roles, right? And isn't the chakram Xena the warrior princess's weapon of choice?
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's funny. Oh God.
Okay.
What do you do? It's a very descriptive end of the hallway, I know.
Yeah.
Tulok will continue pushing past it.
Okay.
Gilda will stay 5 feet behind, eyes on the statues while they're passing them, specifically the Drider, because that's the one she can see up until
So
now.
they are now at the very middle of the room. Directly north is the Grand Concourse. And I think that Tulok is going to head back up in that direction.
Gilda's gonna try
Okay.
and break the blade on the Drider, I think.
Okay.
Then Tulok waits.
No, Tulok, you step forward. Lady Gilda grabs the blade and just tries to.
No,
break it.
she's just gonna hit it with the
Oh,
shield
she
to
hits
try
it.
and
Hits it with
smash
the
it.
shield,
Yeah,
okay.
she's not.
However you attempt it. And Krucka, that's when you stop and think, oh shit, I gotta stop them.
Oh shit!
Because you can see you can see some movement behind a couple of these statues.
Like behind, further down the hall, or behind the statue
Yep.
where it stands.
Yep.
Oh, be alert. There may be enemies down this hallway. Also, I'm very smart.
And with a swing of your shield, perhaps in the middle of that, you crack that blade, Lady Gilda, and it snaps right off.
So he doesn't have time to stop her while he's noticing.
I mean, you probably noticed Tulok stepping forward, and then the Gilda just like snap, and you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I can tell there's something there, and you all turn your attention to the north, and you can see this slinking movement, reptilian-like, as two creatures step out into view, and they look a little something like this.
Ugh. Not pretty. They got no lips.
They got no lips. In fact, you've encountered these before at some point, not in this
Oh
show.
god, the basilisks.
Yeah. And we're gonna roll for initiative.
Fuck.
I'm starting to see how these statues get statuized.
So these long, like reptilian creatures with no lips and huge jaws and teeth, and these long tongues, just come slinking towards you with these glowing green eyes. And what do you got, friends? Lady Gilda?
23.
Krucka?
18.
Tula?
20.
Oh boy. Let's begin combat with Lady Gilda.
What are these things, gentlemen? She will ask as she.
I think there's some static on your mic
I
there.
guess.
Yeah, there it is again.
She just strides up, raises that shield, so that's 2 actions,
Oh god.
and then goes to punch the first one.
Okay, she's just striding right in. Here she goes. That was 2
Yeah.
actions to stride there?
Stride and raise shield.
Oh, stride. Okay. Okay. Hit me.
22.
That's a hit.
15 points of bludgeoning damage. Sorry, 10 points of damage. An extra 5 if they're.
Undead? Or
Yeah, I think it's undead. I forget how
negative
my
healing or
power
whatever?
works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so just 10 then. Yeah.
Yeah, it's undead. Yeah. So
Yeah.
10 points of bludgeoning. She
All
just
right.
walks up and slaps this
Just
basilisk.
punches
with
it in
across
the
mouth.
schnoz it lacks. Yeah. Okay. That's you, Tulok.
Okay. Tulok will recall knowledge.
Thank you.
Okay. That's going to be arcane or nature. What do you prefer?
Arcane.
Okay.
I'm going to use a hero point because I rolled real low on that.
Okay.
So it was a 14 I rolled initially. 21 now.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah. You just barely know that this is a basilisk. And it comes with all the traits of a basilisk. Most importantly, its ability to petrify.
Because it's so scary.
Who knows how many statues around you are petrified statues. You know that you need to avoid its gaze essentially, and there is a mechanic in this called avert gaze for such a thing, which will give you a bonus to any saving throws you have to do. +2 circumstance bonus to saves against visual abilities. So you have to take one action to do that if you want to do it, or you can just completely avoid looking at it, but that will make it basically perfectly invisible and concealed to you. You can just shut your eyes.
Okay. Is that all the info?
Yep. It's going to try and eat you. Other than that, it's going to try and eat you.
Fair.
So Tulok will gesture towards Lady Gilda after relaying this information and cast
Blindness.
blindness. Oh. I'm out of 3rd level spells.
All right, maybe next time.
That wasted haste.
Yeah, my bad for closing that
Oh shit.
combat.
Actually no, he can't do what he was gonna do. He's just going to cast telekinetic projectile at the most southern.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
14 points of damage.
Ooh, big hit.
Not a
Yeah,
good roll.
decent. I mean, that's decent. I feel like it's decent.
It's 3d6 plus 4, so
Yeah, it's okay.
That's 1d6 more than I do.
You literally get a
On a
1, a
good
3,
day.
and a 6. It's like really middling. Just below the middle. Cool. So you managed to pick up a piece of rubble and smash this thing in the face. What else you got? Nothing?
yeah, it was technically it was actually a the piece of sword that Lady Gilda broke off.
Nice.
So piercing damage.
Right. Basilisk right in front of Lady Gilda is now going to launch its petrifying gaze. You need to roll me a fortitude save, please.
She's very fortuitous.
Fortitudinous.
That's a 29.
That is a success. You are safe for the moment, but you are going to take a jaw attack for a 28 to hit.
28 is a hit.
Okay, you take 19 piercing damage. Whew. That's a big hit.
Okay, with her shield up, she will block and take 11 of that.
Okay, cool. And next up is Krucka.
Was that 3 actions for the?
Don't give it more
it
actions.
was. It was. Yeah, Petrifying Gaze was 2 actions. Yeah. So quick, bearing in mind that oh, that's not right. That this space, because the center of these spaces are occupied.
Okay.
They have statues in each spot.
Oh, okay. So it's like a tight 5-foot hallway.
Yeah. Just one directly to the east of Lady Gilda, and one directly to the west of the basilisk carrying her from the north.
Okay. So, if Krucka were to try to say sudden charge past,
Yeah, you want to get to here,
I want to get up above to the north of them both.
to that square there. You'll be fine, and you can loop around.
Okay.
Yeah, if you got the space for that.
Yeah, if he's got the space, he'll take a sudden charge north past both basilisks.
Okay.
And then strike the basilisk to his south.
Okay, so you're going for the northernmost one. So you're not flanking at this point because they're doubled up, but
Yep, just splitting their attention a little bit.
yeah. Are you raging? You're running, raging, and striking,
Nat
or
20,
what?
baby.
Oh. All right, I'll take
Nice.
that. Absolutely.
So are you raging or no?
I already rolled. No, I was doing a sudden charge anyways, so I would have had to make the melee strike at the end of my charge.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that's amazing.
Still.
Still critical hit. Go.
Oh, 44 damage.
Whoa. Whoa.
Nice.
Oh my god, you're a beast! You just zip through Lady Gilda's square, loop around these guys, and just smash one in the back like fucking super speed. You're goddamn Super Saiyan, dude. And the one you just hit, it just like turns around and attempts its gaze on you. Roll me a fortitude,
No.
please.
Wait. Oh, was that a reaction? Because I'm not done my turn.
Oh, you're not done your turn. Oh fuck.
2 actions to go up and swing. A third action to swing again.
Oh god.
21 to hit.
Oh, that's a miss.
Okay, that's the turn.
Okay, now roll me a fortitude save.
20.
That is a fail.
Oh.
You are slowed 1. And then
be
you
worse.
are going...
Oh, no.
Could it? You are slowed 1, and you're going to take a Jaws attack with a 20 to hit. Oh, that was shit.
Yeah, suck it, burn.
That's a miss, obviously. Lady Gilda, your turn starts, and as a reaction on round 2, the basilisk right next to you is going to flash its gaze at you again. Roll me a fortitude.
24.
Ah, you're fine.
Okay. She's got a plus 13 fortitude.
Yep.
So, first action, shield up. Second action, she punch. That is a 25 to hit.
Yep.
And 11 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
Third action, she punch. That is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
That'll be 13 points of bludgeoning.
All right. You're doing some damage to these things already pretty quick. Tulok, can you keep it up?
Yeah, Tulok is going to raise his hands and begin uttering words, and a Festrog climbs out from the rubble to the east of the southernmost creature.
Classic Festrog.
And then Tulok tells it in Necrol to attack, and then closes his own eyes. And it attacks with a 14, a miss with the jaws,
Nice.
and then will strike out with his claws for a 23 to hit
That hits.
Nice.
for 5 points of slashing damage.
All right. Little bit. Every little bit counts. It is Basilisk number 1's turn. It is going to... it's going to attempt to do the same thing again. Petrifying Gaze on Lady Gilda. Fortitude, please.
22.
Ah, meat to beat. Jaws attack, 25 to hit.
Miss.
Oh my god.
Son of a... Oh, God.
Hell yeah.
Wow, they are not high-level creatures. Krucka, you're slowed 1,
Well,
which means you've lost an action already.
Lud. Maybe he's not going to need it, Freeman. Maybe he's not going to need it at all. As he flies into a rage with his first action. He hates being slow. And
Nice.
then a swing with the butchering axe, I suppose.
All right.
And that was a crap roll, so hero points.
Spend him while you got him.
27 to hit.
That'll hit. Oh god, here comes the rage hit.
26 damage. 22 slashing.
Oh my god.
Wow.
This thing is nearly
Violent.
eviscerated.
Love it.
And it is going to do its damnedest to continue petrifying you. Give me another fortitude, please.
20 again.
That's a fail. You are slowed again. And that's really how you survive this thing, is getting past that slow thing. And it's gonna Jaws attack you. 29 to hit.
Oh, 29 is a hit.
Okay, that's 11 piercing. Not great.
I will use my retributive strike to
Oh my God.
minus 8 damage from that 11.
Okay. So that barely even dents my temp HP.
Son of a bitch.
Love it.
I mean, what else am I going to use my reaction for this turn?
Yeah,
So,
Lady Gilda, can you mop the floor with these creatures or what?
we'll find out. First action, shield up. Second, she punch. That's a 17 to hit, but I'm gonna use a hero point here.
Okay,
Yeah, so that's a 23 to hit.
that hits.
Okay, that will be 11 points of bludgeoning.
Okay,
And third action, she will punch to -4. That is an 18, which I think is a miss.
that's a miss. Yeah. All right, Tulok, what do you got?
All right, Tulok will sustain the spell, and then free action open his eyes.
Yep.
Will cast telekinetic projectile to the southernmost basilisk.
Mm-hmm.
24 to hit.
That hits.
18 points of bludgeoning damage as a stone comes down on
Oh.
it.
It dead,
Nice.
crushing
And
its skull.
the Festrog will step into the dead creature's square
Yes.
And flanking will strike out with the jaws with a natural fucking 20. 29.
Nice.
Oh, yes.
For
Turn it into a zombie.
16 points of damage.
Dead.
Woo! Festrog, baby.
A couple of levels makes a huge difference.
Holy shit.
Handled.
And you guys destroy these basilisks with pretty quick measure. And was it Tulak? Was it you that did the recall knowledge?
Yep.
As soon as you do, you destroy these creatures, and it dawns on you that their blood is the essential thing within a short amount of time to recover something from petrification.
Yes.
Any of these statues around you might be a living creature. At the very least, they might have valuable equipment on them to recover should you restore them, if they are petrified.
Paint the walls red.
Ooh,
And that's what we're going to call it.
Good job breaking the sword, James.
Stemming the Tide is an actual play podcast of the Adventure Path Abomination Vaults and is produced by the Uncharted North Network. Stemming the Tide uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Stemming the Tide is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Music is composed by Will Savino and artwork by Greyhood. Stemming the Tide is recorded remotely using Foundry Virtual Tabletop. If you wish to connect with us or support this project and projects to come, we can be found at unchartednorth.ca, patreon.com/unchartednorth, and on all major social media platforms. Links to all credits can be found in the episode description and our website. Thanks for tuning in.